I realized that my fan was on the entire time, so I'm going to re-record that. Hi, my name is Charlotte, and I'm coming to you from my apartment right now, but also from Beyond Body Goals, the platform that I've decided to use to talk about health, nutrition, fitness, body positivity, and not just that, but how those things can impact your life. Because at the end of the day, health is really important, but you should have other things that you strive for as well, like finding your passions, finding confidence, finding what makes you tick and your mojo and everything like that. I'm talking about holistic health in a way that I think most people don't. Usually when they talk about holistic health, they're like, oh, we'll include a little bit of mental health with that. I'm like, no, you need it all. You need mental health, nutrition, you need fitness, and you also need to have a purpose, because you're not going to be very happy if your entire purpose is eating healthy and exercising. Maybe you are. I'm not. I wouldn't be. So that's my story there. A lot of the reasons why I started Beyond Body Goals are actually in the book that I am releasing on October 1st that I'm super, super excited about. Like, I cannot wait. I have not been sleeping at all, so I have a lot of makeup on to try to protect you from the reality that is that. I started Beyond Body Goals because my whole life has been this struggle with my health. Growing up, it was more wanting to be skinny, and now it's kind of battling like mental health issues and physical health and just trying to find a balance with that. And that's why I'm so, so grateful for the book that I wrote and I'm writing right now, because all the research that I've done for it, all the reading of medical journals and everything like that has actually shown me like true links between mind and body health. So that is what I'm going to be doing for the next 30 days. When I started to tell people that I was writing this book, I actually got a really amazing response from friends and family that were like, hell yeah, I want to buy your book, I want to support you. But I'm here to tell you exactly why you should buy my book, because I'm going to be doing all the practices of my book for 30 days. So I've already created a list of exactly what I'm going to be doing, and it is tailored to me. That's why I'm offering health coaching services in addition to the book, but those aren't going to be released just yet. So I'm going to read to you what I'm doing over the next 30 days to create awesome content and also explain exactly why you should read a book written by a stranger who is not a certified health coach and fully honest about that. I have some rules here, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not been able to follow all of them, but it's only around the second day. I will say that this has given me a intense awareness of how I use food as like a coping mechanism for stress. Because as you'll see when I read this, a lot of the tips in here are actually specifically related to stress and anxiety. Over the next, it's actually 5 weeks, not 30 days, shit. 5 weeks, I'm not gonna edit that out, just believe it. There's like around 5 weeks in 30 days anyway, right? Maybe, no. Okay, so one of my rules is only eat sweets on the weekends. And that's kind of a rule that people give to like children, but I actually really like it. I am not really looking for a lifestyle where I cut out sweets completely. I love them, I love sharing them with friends, I love baking. So that's still always gonna be a part of my life. But to restrict it just to the weekends is nice, and I am not one of those people who really binges on a cheat day, so I don't have to worry about that. Although if you are, that would obviously not be the best goal, and you'd have to figure out a way to like work with the mentality behind that craving. This is the one that I broke today, but I've actually been doing really well on this. So I'm a nanny. That's what I do to make money. That's my career right now. I really love it. Like, it's amazing. I love working with kids. I love helping people out. So nannying is perfect. However, when I'm cooking their dinner, this is like a thing that happens to a lot of nannies. So if you've ever been a nanny, you might relate. When I cook their dinner, I sometimes eat with them, and then I'll go home at like 8 o'clock and eat a second dinner. And the thing is, I don't really need the dinner that I eat with them. It's just a convenience thing where it's like, oh look, pasta with Parmesan, cheesy meatballs, like let me just eat it all right now. That is a habit that I need to break, because I am actually consciously trying to reduce like my weight, honestly. But anyway, we'll go more into that. That will be a video in itself. I also have practiced deep breathing to eliminate hunger anxiety. So I have extreme anxiety around hunger. I don't know why. There are a lot of links, I'm sure, to eating disorders that I've had in the past. But usually the fear of hunger is related to someone who grew up struggling to get food, and I didn't have that. But regardless, there are techniques to help with that, and that's a lot of like deep breathing and stuff like that. So I've been deep breathing and it's helpful, but another thing I've been noticing is like I have been super stressed this week and I'm trying to take care of it and it's hard. So I have another weekend only rule. I will only eat out at restaurants on the weekends. I do this mainly for budgeting. I know that you can eat fairly healthy at restaurants, but at the end of the day, if you eat at restaurants several times a week, you're looking at like anywhere from $50 to $100 more than you actually need to spend. I don't spend that much on groceries. I'm a Trader Joe's gal, so whenever I'm splurging too much on food, it's because I have been eating out too much that week. The next rule is focus on foods with a low energy density. So if you don't know what energy density is, it basically means the calories per ounce or per whatever you would measure a food by. So fruits and vegetables have low energy density, while like oils, cheeses, ultra-processed foods have high energy density. So it's basically shifting your focus towards those foods like fruits, veggies, starches, lean proteins, and away from the other processed stuff. And I've been doing that by incorporating vegetables into most of my main dishes and making at least half of them vegetables. I also really love potatoes. Potatoes are amazing for that. They're actually like, despite what all the keto people say, like potatoes are one of the most amazing diet foods in the world because they're one of the most filling foods and most satisfying foods that you can eat. So that is one of my goals, and that is the elevator in my apartment. If you're wondering why I'm moving, it's because this camera sometimes like cuts out and stuff. And I don't want to lose, I don't want to be like recording and not know it. It doesn't really have a red light. So the other one is I get up in the morning around 6 a.m. to work on this, Beyond Body Goals. And one of the first things that I'm trying to get myself to do in the morning is go on a 15-minute walk. That's not a very long walk, it's not super intense, but it gets my body moving and it also helps a lot with digestion. Not only that, but there are also proven links to like health benefits with exercise and specifically walking. This one is just for my mental health. I have it on my list to clean my apartment every day. And no, that's not something a normal health coach would tell you, but it's something that I'm telling myself. I need to clean my apartment every day because I am not productive when I'm just like sitting around and my apartment's a mess. I need a clean space to work with my thoughts, and that's just that. So another thing, I'm doing this thing for Beyond Body Goals, so I'm not going to tell you who I'm working with, but I am following a certain YouTuber for 30 days to exercise, and so that's one of the things that I am doing every single day, and that's partially for Beyond Body Goals and that's partially for my own health. So I did that this morning, got it out of the way. I tried doing it at night the other day and that was just a bad idea. I also have always taking stairs. This is my favorite one because I swear to God my butt has gotten lifted since I started doing this, since I live on the 5th floor of this apartment. So I walk up the stairs, I walk down the stairs. If I'm going to a building, I walk up and I walk down. And because I live on such a high floor, this actually does have like a legitimate effect on me. And I'm getting stronger. I feel like my cardiovascular health is improving, which we all want. So this one I'm going to be doing soon probably. I do yoga for about 10-15 minutes before bedtime, usually around dinner time, just to like finish up with digestion of food and to get me settled into the night. So it's usually like restorative yoga. It's not very intense, but I am also a yoga teacher. Right now I'm following a lot of yoga videos because I just like having someone tell me what to do sometimes. Another one, God, this has been literally like so close to impossible for me. So I'm trying to work with different apps and seeing which ones work, but I've been meditating every day and I haven't been able to get more than 2 minutes. My mind is so racy, but I have been meditating. I've been doing it, even if it's only for 2 minutes. So that's one of the things on the list as well. This is actually super effective. I highly recommend it if you have a job. But I meal prep dinner and breakfast on Sundays for the 4 days that I nanny because I'm out from like 11:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., which is more like 10:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. with like traffic in LA. I have my dinners and my breakfasts meal prepped and ready to be popped in the toaster oven for me to eat, and that's so nice. It's such a nice feeling to have that. And then we get to you. Because my health coaching is so involved with like your life outside of your health, I'm focusing on my passion. I am dedicating at least 2 hours of every day to create content and like develop my website for Beyond Body Goals, to research what I should know as a health coach, and I do that every single day. I'm hoping to work up to 4 hours a day, especially on weekends, but we'll see. So far 2 hours seems like a really good goal for me. So that's what I'm working with, and I'm going to get in touch in part 2 or 3 of this. Maybe there will be 3 parts, I don't know. To tell you exactly how this is going, and I will link that in the description box below as soon as it is available to you. Alright, well, my name is Charlotte, and I didn't have a sign off, but have a nice day.